been so long. I know, it's been like 4 months. I know. Can you not, please, don't drink my coffee. Okay. Okay. It's been too long. I get it. Okay. All right, what's going on, you guys? Hope you are doing well. And yeah, it's been a little bit, hasn't it? It's been about 4 months. But, you know, I've been here. I've been watching movies. It's just YouTube's been a low priority. Other stuff is going on. Good stuff, nothing bad. So for the tens of you that are going to be seeing this video, thanks for hanging in there and giving this video a watch. Yeah, in fact, if you want to see what I've been watching, I've got an account on Letterboxd. Link is down below if you want to check it out. You know, old stuff, new stuff. If you guys want me to make a video about what I've been watching, you know, I'll just kind of go through everything real quick, then yeah, I'll make a video for that. Otherwise, you know, I just wanted to talk about some Star Trek of all things. Last year, I watched all of the movies, and I was really happy, you know, finally got to do that. The original crew movies were my favorite by far. Like, it wasn't even close. And to be honest, I have no desire to watch anything past the original crew. So like Generations on, I'm good. I'm all good. But I thought, you know what? It's about time to watch the original series. I'd only seen a handful of episodes so far, and I just finished season 1. Stop. See. I only finished season 1 last night, so I thought let's talk about some episodes. Overall, it was good. You know, I remember growing up, and like the minute I would hear Star Trek pop on, I was like, nah, change. I don't know why. I just grew up a Star Wars girl, and Star Trek just never really did anything for me. I wrote down some of my favorite episodes from season 1, and I thought, well, let's just talk about them first for a bit. The Naked Time. Now, not all of the Naked Time. I mean, that episode is good and all, but I really enjoyed Spock in that episode because we got to see a different side of him, like the more human side, once he kind of let his inhibitions down a little bit, and how he felt sad for his human mother. So that was really cool because you don't get to see, well, so far you don't get to see that side of him. Balance of Terror, which was the Romulan episode, and this is when we're first exposed to the Romulans. And I do have a question. I guess I could have looked this up beforehand, but are Romulans related to Vulcans? Because there was that dude that was at the console on the Enterprise, and he kind of looked over and shot Spock some nasty looks, like he was responsible for the Romulans, even though he's a Vulcan. I don't know. But Balance of Terror, like the whole episode, I thought was really solid because Kirk and the Romulan dude were kind of playing cat and mouse, and they were feeling each other out as captains of their own ship, and they respected each other's moves, like strategic moves. So that was cool. Court-martialed was good. That's where Kirk was wrongly accused of, what did he do? Jettison out a pod, I think, before he hit the red button or something. And then, so Kirk was going to be court-martialed, but then, you know, Spock kind of figured out, well, he knew that wasn't what happened, and he finally figured out what happened. And so overall, that was a cool episode. Space Seed, which was where we were introduced to Khan. That was one of the episodes I had seen before, and it's just a cool episode. Like, that's Khan, I forget the other parts to his name, but that's a good character, and I'm glad they brought him back for the movie. Then, except for that treacherous lady, that lady just straight up gave up the Enterprise for Khan, and she just met that dude. The Man Trap, which was the salt creature lady, or I guess it could have been, it was just the salt creature, but it had the form of the lady. Just the salt creature itself was funny to look at. But that one was fun. And then there was a later episode with, it wasn't really one of my favorite episodes, but where the guy who like played the organ or something. He had like treasures. He would collect things, and one of them was the salt monster, so I thought that was kind of neat. Errand of Mercy, which is the Klingon episode where we're introduced to the Klingons. That was neat. They had a little bit of a different look, like they were kind of toned down a little bit. But I like when we're introduced to other cultures, especially that we're familiar with later on in the movies. But that one was cool. That's when they were on the peaceful planet, and it was just all the inhabitants, like they were getting frustrated with them because they were just smiling, and they're like, dudes, why are you just grinning and looking stupid? But it turns out they were just peaceful, like orbs of energy, and they wouldn't let Kirk or the Klingon guy fight. The City on the Edge of Forever. Now, from what I think where did I see that? I don't know. I saw some sort of list once where I think this is like a favorite episode. It's fine for me. It was okay, but it was good. It was the one with you know, kind of that the Stargate, and McCoy goes crazy and he runs through it, and then Kirk and Spock have to go find him because because something happened with McCoy to where the ripple down the line, like there was no Enterprise or anything. So they had to figure out, they had to stop McCoy from whatever he was doing. And then Joan Collins was she was the grand poobah of a soup kitchen. And Kirk fell in love with her, but she had to die. That one was fine. And then Operation Annihilate, that was the last one from the first season. That was the last episode. And that's where you had kind of those creepy crawlers. They looked like pizza creepy crawlers almost. They were kind of flat. And the one attached itself to Spock's back. And then we found out that Kirk has a brother, and then sister-in-law, and then a nephew. And the brother and the sister-in-law die. And I guess the nephew lived. I guess we kind of have to assume that he lived. But Spock, who became my favorite character early on. I don't know, I just like his no-nonsense approach to things. Because he's a Vulcan, I guess they have control over, over their mind. And so the pain, because Spock got that thing on his back, and so he was like, I'm Vulcan. I don't feel any pain, and he was controlling it. And then there was one line which I loved where he's like, yeah, no, I just continued the pain. I'm good, let's go. I got stuff to do. So he's great. He's really great. But yeah, so that was it for season 1. Those were some of my favorites. Meaning, if they were on again, like if I saw them on TV again, I'd give it a watch. The other ones, not so much. They're fine, but that's about it. Not too much today. I just kind of wanted to check in, chat about a little bit of Star Trek, and kind of get in the flow of things again. I'll probably do another video after I watch season 2, and we'll talk about that, and then season 3. And then I want to get back into the original crew movies and really kind of dive a little bit deeper into the special features, watch audio commentaries, and making ofs and stuff like that. But I'm not watching anything past that last original crew movie. I'm good. I watched them once. But yeah, so I really hope everyone's doing well. It looks like the pandemic is starting to slow down, which is nice. Even here in California, things are starting to get a little bit back to normal. But yeah, so thanks for hanging in there. Everyone who decided to come back and watch this, thanks for hanging in there. And I'll catch you next time. Take care. Tootsie, why don't I actually think this through? I don't know.